we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. First carry for King Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 12 yards to start the ball game. That is a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. Now an opening past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Escape, and this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So after he gets out of the pocket, he does a nice job in scramble drill, finding his receiver along the boundary, and The coverage was really tight, so he's just trying to throw this ball as far out of bounds as I can, but keep it close enough to try to come down with it. So he makes the catch, can't get both feet in bounds, but it's actually a pretty good ball. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. On the return for the Ravens, it's Zay Flowers. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. This one intercepted. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry and mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A big play there for Baltimore. A gain of 66 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, I think everybody sitting at home says, I could have called that play, right, Mike? I mean, you got Derrick Henry. Just look at it. Is there a mystery of who's going to end up with the ball down here close? I mean, one of the most physically imposing running backs we've seen in the history of the league, and his ability to convert down near the goal line continues on that run.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. This pass deflected and caught And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the move left. He'll try to run for it. He's inside the 30. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commander.
And you think, Mike, about the impact that Jaden Daniels has made on this Commanders franchise since being drafted in 2024. I mean, the life, the energy, what he's brought to this offense, not only as a passer, but his ability to use that athleticism and speed in the open field. And that's about as good of a quarterback scramble touchdown as you're going to see in this league.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll pitch it out here to Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down. Eckley on to punt. He sends that one skyward. Here's Lane. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Shoot for Terry McLaurin that time.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move. Taking off, and he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a pop. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. We'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like the defense got a head start there. This drive rolling now. Another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quick.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a 1st down. In motion comes Walker. Again, it's Jackson. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Daniels. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes.
He gets free.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the 1st half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. The Commanders will even the score. It's now 21-all. So a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away. This Placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 27
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Into space. Still going. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Daniels going to keep this himself. Inside the 30. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On play action, here's Jackson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Third and short, Jackson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 14 on that walk. 1st down, Baltimore.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
On first down, they'll go with an option right. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And he's not going to get there. Good convergence up front.
I had to see what it looked like. It wouldn't have been right if he didn't.
So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one is right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, you know, I understand the logic, right, Mike? You say, okay, at the end of this drive, we just want the lead. And, all right, so you've checked that box. But with this much time left, I think I'm standing on the sideline. I'm the coach, and I'm really considering going for it in that spot. So time will tell if the decision to kick it pays off.
Now Daniels throwing on. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Travis Jones in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Throwing on second down. Daniels. That run complete to Jalen Lane. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Here's a designed run. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McClure. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion. That is quickly out to Diggs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10. At the 49-yard
They'll try again
line.
here. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Has caught. That's Lane. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It's stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Jake Moody on for the Commanders field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
This one is pushed out to the right.
No good.
It is no good. And that may have just written a finish to this one.
And that could very well wind up being a critical miss. I mean, you've got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through. And this one stays a 3-point game.
Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fowl. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Take it in at the 8. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now, final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game.
46-yard line.
Here's 1st down. To the air again is Daniels. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Oh, the one thing you can't have there. He is sacked, and the clock runs.